Great stories, incredible collections, smart investment tips, and more. These are the 16 comic book YouTubers that have influenced this channel, and for each, I'll give them a special recognition. First up is Best Community Citizen Award that has to go to Reggie from Regie Collects. He does all kinds of videos, but some of my favorites are the interviews that he's done. And one in particular stands out. He had the opportunity to interview Matt Nelson and Brittany McManus of CGC. I heard some tips about grading that I had never heard before. On a different note, last spring I was teaching a comic book class to middle schoolers, and who beamed in as my comic book collecting guest but Reggie. Reggie, thanks so much for helping me out. The Best Analysis Award goes to Ryan from Automatic Comics. Ryan, who is also from Virginia, does these amazing videos where he profiles certain auctions and talks about the books that performed better than expectations and the books that performed worse than expectations. One of his recent videos was really interesting. There were 3 copies of Amazing Fantasy 15 that were all at a 2.0. One copy was a blue label, one was a blue label but the UK price variant, and the other one was a 2.0 but a purple label restored book. How do these differences affect price? Well, you can find out from Ryan. The Best Sincerity Award goes to Jim from Bronzeville Comics. My favorite video is when he talks about him making a mistake. He bought a raw book and didn't check it carefully enough, and that really cost him. And Jim, I thought, was a really good sport in the process, and I learned from him at the same time. Jim, we've all been there. We've all made mistakes. I appreciate your honesty and sharing it with us. The best analogy goes to Swagglehaus. He says, manage your comic collection like you would a sport franchise. Who are the central players that you need to have? Who's in your starting lineup? Who should be on the trading block? That video really got me thinking. What a great concept. The best story goes to Comic Tom, who has one of the most successful channels on YouTube for collecting. His energy is infectious and his content is just so broad. My favorite video features Tom and special guest Golden Age Guru, and they talk about comic book heist gone bad. The award for best collection goes to Comic Collector Geek. Comic Collector Geek is a good friend of mine, and we've collaborated on a few projects. He is really knowledgeable, super authentic, and he's way more dangerous than he looks. He's actually a world-class judo martial artist. The breadth of Alan's collection is awe-inspiring. Just look at the backdrop that he has. In fact, he has so many awesome Golden Age books, he can barely move around in his own room. Alan, you're either going to have to give me some of those comic books or going to have to get into a bigger room. The video that really got me into Comic Collector Geek was his top 50 comics video from a couple years ago. The Best Makes Me Envious award goes to Alex the Comic Hoarder. He's also a great all-around YouTuber, such a solid community guy, and he presents on the types of books that I really like. For example, he's an Alex Schomburg fan. That's my favorite cover artist. Speaking of which, he showed this book that I had never seen before. It's called Gaiety. It's a magazine, and that cover art just blew me away. I really need to get that book. So, Alex, if you're watching this, perhaps we could figure out a trade. The award for most original video has to go to Dragon Ink Comics. Jamie is also a huge Golden Age fan, and he's even into the lesser known characters. In one of his videos, he dresses up like the 1939 Sandman and does a dance routine. It just blew me away. Jamie, we need more original content like that to keep videos from being stagnant. The Best Unboxing Award has got to go to Gary from Very Gary Comics. This dude has got unboxing down to a science. It's clean, it's quick, it's always entertaining, and I find myself watching these 15 or 20-minute videos, and time just goes like that. My favorite unboxing is when he found the best collection he's ever found, and he goes through the process of unboxing those books. The award for getting me into something I don't like goes to Sleepyn Comics. I'm not a fan of cryptocurrencies, and I'm not a fan of NFTs related to comic books. But I tell you, Sleepyn Comics is so entertaining. He's so sincere that I watch those videos anyway. If you are interested in getting into comic book NFTs, I recommend that you look into his NFT 101 video. The award for Don't Tip Me Into Something New goes to the biggest comic collecting YouTuber there is, Jim Mint. And I need a new way to spend money on comic books like I need a hole in the head. But man, those statues are cool. I mean, just check out that huge Iceman statue. There's also another video I should mention that he's done that just blows my mind. There's a comic book, Amazing Spider-Man number 361, which is the first appearance of Carnage. He showed a video video of that comic book that has not a double cover, not a triple cover, but a sextuple cover, which is just mind boggling. So you can check out that video as well. The best overall quality goes to Mint Collectibles. James puts his whole soul into his video creation. They're well structured, they're interesting, and the editing is top notch. One of my favorite videos is where he shows these old comic books that have a copy in an unbelievably high grade. For example, did you know that Captain America Comics #1 from 1941 has a 9.8 copy? Just unbelievable. So check out his channel to see these great videos. Then there are a few channels that I'm keeping an eye on because I'm starting to like their content. There's Sticky Goose, there's Money Comics and Collectibles, and there's Improved Comic Collecting. Check out the description box below to see links to all the channels and the videos that I mentioned. By the way, what did I miss? I know that there are some other great comic collecting YouTubers out there. Let me know who else I should have put in, and or if there's a particular favorite video that you have, let me know in the comment box as well. As always, thanks for hanging out with me and hope to see you around real soon.